from the Sufi literature. And they also accord with the teaching in sacred geometry of the Vesica Pisces, which we'll come to in a minute. This is an image of twin souls. They are one soul to begin with. They are then split into two, but you see they can't really separate. They're inseparable. This is the masculine, this is the feminine, gold for the sun, silver for the moon. Their evolution is a question of very, very slowly coming back together. And do you see how the masculine force is becoming a part of her? And her feminine force is becoming a part of him.
That's the contra.
That's the contra. And it is not that that is him being within her, but he is injecting his force into her, and it becomes her, so that she is responsible for her whole being.
And this is part of the ascension, of the reunion.
Absolutely.
The return.
Yes, the return. Their evolution together. They're evolving back toward oneness, and will finally be one of those advanced souls, except that when they separated, they were infant souls, and now that they come back, they are perfected souls. They become one perfected being.
I wonder if this is directly related to the scripture which says, "Ye are gods." Because in God you have both the masculine and the feminine.
Of course, that's the whole point, because they are created in the image of God, who is masculine and feminine, mother and father. So that's just my little image. But this can also be used to describe their life together. They join at first, and they are filled with this oneness, this joy of the oneness. Then they begin to live, as it were, live their life together, find out about each other, face their challenges, and they will go through, as will any couple. This also applies to a marriage, a relationship. It flows, their oneness and their separateness, depending on the events of the day and the month and so on. When the twin souls get into a conflict, they will perhaps sometimes fly apart, but they can't separate. If it were a lesser relationship, those symbolic rings could separate. But with the twins, they can't separate. And therefore, there's only one place to go, and that's back together. And they can't wait to get back. Difficult though it is, they can't rest until they are right back